Hey everybody, Mountain Grandma here, and today I'm here to tell you that dandelions are more than just a weed. They are a food, and today I'm going to share with you a recipe for making these yummy dandelion cookies. And this is all part of the Healthy Snacks collaboration being hosted by myself, Tammy, Mountain Grandma, and also Gail at Gail's Southern Living and Tina at Life in the Piedmont. And before we move on, I want to make sure you go down, check out that description box for other great channels that are participating. And I'm going to show you how I process these dandelions. And while I do this, I'm going to tell you about all of the great health benefits also. So let's get started. All right, so what you're seeing here is another thing you can do with these dandelions. Fun with the kids. You can make a necklace. So I'm actually taking a dandelion necklace apart. But you can see how you do that is you just kind of cut a vertical hole in the dandelion stem and then put the other dandelion through it and put them back to back like that, and you can make a necklace. So anyways, I am taking apart a necklace before the dandelions die, and I'm putting all of the dandelions in this bowl. And then I was also, my grandkids gifted me with like these buckets, huge pails of dandelions. So while I pick these apart, I'm going to tell you about some of the health benefits, and then we'll get to the recipe. But you can see to clean them up after you rinse them off, you will pull, basically the bottom kind of pops off. And I'll show some video of where I'm just popping the bottom off of these and then taking the green part off, because you just want to get, you know, most of the green part off. If there's a little green part in there, it's not going to hurt anything, but the green part will make it bitter. So like if you're making dandelion jelly or cookies or anything like that, you want a little bit of that green part off. If it's just for tea, it doesn't hurt anything. It's good for the tea because it's good for you. It's all good for you. But anyways, so while I'm cleaning these up, let's go ahead and talk about dandelions. So dandelions are great at supporting liver health and gallbladder health. They improve cellular health. They're high in antioxidants, and they're also, their nutrition, some of the things that they have in them are vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, folate, B vitamins, and calcium. So you can see with, you know, the D, the K, the B, and the calcium, they're great for bone health. They're very high in antioxidants to help fight free radicals, and they particularly have like beta carotene and polyphenols. As a matter of fact, the polyphenols are highest in the flower than they are in the leaves or in the roots. But everything I'm telling you, they all have it. The leaves, the roots, the flowers, the whole plant itself is edible and good for you. It also helps to reduce inflammation. It's a very, in the herbal world, it's a very cooling herb. So that's why it helps to reduce that inflammation. It's also antimicrobial and antiviral, so will help to give a boost to your immune system. And it has been said to also stabilize blood sugar, according to a 2016 study. It's also a diuretic and can prevent kidney stone formation and help treat UTIs. It has an enzyme in it that actually eliminates the E. coli bacteria. And minerals include iron, potassium, zinc. So it has also been said, due to the polyphenol content, that it may reduce cholesterol and triglyceride levels. And also due to the potassium and diuretic properties of it, it may help to lower blood pressure. Now, I'm not using a medicinal, when you see me making the cookies, it's not a medicinal dose of dandelions. You know, and I guess the same thing could be said for like spinach or anything else. Like, you just got to be careful with how much you use. If you're on any diuretic medications or any other medications, do your own research. I'm not proposing this to replace any medications for anybody. Y'all need to do your own research, but my point is they're good for you. Just like any high potassium foods could be said to be good for blood pressure, like bananas or avocados, for example. It's in line with that. It is like a food kind of thing. So with that being said, let's go ahead and make some cookies. All right, I've got a 1/4 cup of coconut oil. To that, I'm going to add in 1 egg. I'm going to get this mixed up really well, and then I'll be back with you. All right, now to this, we're going to add in a 1/4 cup of coconut sugar. Coconut sugar is a really dark sugar, but it's just better for you. And then we're also going to add in 2 tablespoons of honey. All right, I'm going to get this mixed up and I'll be back with you. Now we're going to go ahead and add in about 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mix that up. What I have in here is 1½ cups of almond flour, 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, and you can see here I've got 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I use the real salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. So I'm going to mix all of this up, and then we're going to be adding it into the blend that we have already. I'm going to set this aside because I want to show you something. Here is my bowl of dandelions that I processed, cutting off, you know, the green part. You can see all that's left is the little flower. This will stay good in your refrigerator for, so far they've lasted in my refrigerator, like overall when I've done this, about 1.5 weeks. So I use these to make tea and I cook with them. I'll add them to a salad. In this case, obviously I'm making cookies. I've made dandelion bread before. You can go check that out. But right now we're going to get a cup of these and we're going to add it to that batter. Here's a cup. I'll put what's left in the refrigerator and I'll be using this to make other things. Now, I'm also going to add in, at this point, 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. You can use cacao. You could use carob chips if you wanted. You know, use whatever you like. Right, we're going to get this blended up really well. And then we're going to get this on the cookie sheet. Now, if you wanted to make these double chocolate, you could. Just maybe add a little cacao in here would be nice. I'm actually, maybe I should have done that. That would have been fun. But I've got one little one who really likes just chocolate chip cookies. I don't know if she would appreciate me making them double chocolate. So, all right, let's go ahead and get these on a cookie sheet. Right, here they are. We're going to go ahead and put them in the oven for 10 minutes on 350 degrees. And here they are. These are a great fix to your chocolate chip cookie craving. And they're good for you. So I hope you all give them a try and go check out the other healthy snack videos that are being shared this month. Don't forget, there's a giveaway. So make sure you leave a comment on everybody's videos and we'll be sharing more information about when the live giveaway is going to be. Thank you all so much for watching. And until I see you next time, I hope you all are keeping your joy, folks.